Okay, is this the way upstairs? I'm not checking that mirror again. You can forget it. Took a while to get up here, didn't you? Left or right? Left? What's with the music, dude? Let's equip the goggles. I don't see... Wow. Okay. So you're saying go over there, huh? Okay. No, I understand. There's something under the bed. What do we have here? Dear Diary, today is an anniversary. It was 5 years ago today that I found Dad's name on an old research paper at the U of C. He had written it in 1933, 8 years before I was born. I didn't know he had gone to college. I had never really thought about his life. He was just a name on a birth certificate. Excuse me. Dad ran out on Mama after the war. He had gone off to fight and just never came back. When he stopped writing, Mama thought he had been killed. I remember her crying at the kitchen table. The war ended. Life went on. Mama died without ever finding out what had happened to him. I used to hate him, hated the idea of him. Hated my mother a little bit too. I figured Dad was just a deadbeat who ditched Mama because he didn't want a kid. But when I found his name in the library, something changed. I couldn't stop thinking about him. Deadbeat dads don't study physics, do they? What is he doing now? What does he look like? Is he married to somebody else? I traced him here to Kansas, but finding him is taking longer than I had expected. Huh. So that's why Josie's here, huh? Oh, okay, so this is her room. Right, so we're in the right place. Aha, I found something. I guess I did. Bobby, here's your latest chapter all typed up. I think the story is becoming very interesting, and I'm sure you can get it published. I hope you don't mind, but I made a few edits and inserted a few details here and there. I'm looking forward to your next chapter, Joe. The Crystal Cave by Bobby Sawyer. What? Oh, yeah, she said Bobby. The Crystal Cave by Bobby Sawyer. The man had been dead for hours when they found him. He had crawled halfway up Sarah Johnson's porch steps before coming to rest just outside the door, his feet dangling off the edge like spaghetti that somebody had cooked too long. Old Sarah just about keeled over when she saw him. The man was inked. Weird lines crisscrossed every inch of his skin like Indian war paint. Even his eyelids were marked. The tattoos made him look like some African shaman out of National Geographic, except that he was white and was wearing work overalls 2 sizes too big. Jimmy, the only cop on duty at 6 in the morning, thought maybe the man had escaped from a chain gang. Jimmy was never the sharpest tool in the shed. Detective Henderson, though, he's as smart as a whip. He had photos taken of the body, all naked and everything. No really think you needed to mention that, but okay. He put the pictures up on his wall at the little station in the middle of town and started moving them around, turning them this way and that, until the tattoo edges started to line up. Took him 3 days, but he put it together just like a jigsaw puzzle, until the thick lines all connected to the thin lines and the overall shape became clear. Would you believe it? It was a map. When the coroner cut the man open, he found his insides were all twisted into the same map. And when they sawed into the man's bone, they found the map there too, etched into the marrow like rings on a tree stump. Well, that's how we first found our way to the cave. So he's an aspiring fiction writer. I think you've got some work to do, Bobby. Helping Bobby with his writing. Okay, well, good on you, Josie, I guess. So we're done there. Wait. There's a magnifying glass. Oh, okay, that's the... Look under the pillow. Josie's about my age, I guess. She said she was only Bullard's assistant, but the spinsters are all sure it was something more. Okay, but that's the safe, right? That's open. Dude, that is open. No, go over here. There's a handprint.
It might say reporter on my desk, but I spend most of my time at the Standard making coffee for my editor. I'm tired of writing the gossip column. This story is my shot at the big leagues. When I prove that Bullard was murdered, all the big papers will come calling. I'll finally escape this backwater town. This is it. The chance I've been waiting for.
Yeah, good. Well, we'll look in the safe in just a second. There's more clues to be had. Hero says helicopter may win Vietnam War. A Medal of Honor winner from Kansas said today the helicopter may win the war in South Vietnam. Marine Major Douglas Big Tom Thompson, 39 of Fortuna, won the nation's highest military award during World War II, manning a bazooka in Iwo Jima. Major Thompson is attached to the Marine Helicopter Squadron operating along the coast and northern border of South Vietnam. Thompson's father lives in Wichita, Kansas. As a leatherneck, Thompson destroyed 16 Japanese strongpoints and killed 75 Japanese on Iwo Jima in 1945. Wow. He's the only Medal of Honor winner currently serving in Vietnam. The most effective weapon the Viet Cong use is terror, the big pipe-smoking Marine said. The most effective one against them is the helicopter. Okay, that was really boring, but... Seems like it might be relevant. The chair looks pretty comfortable, but I don't have time to rest. Let me look around a little bit. Yeah, I know I gotta go there. Thank you, Devil Mask. Checking to see if there's anything. Nope. Nope, nothing really. Not much of interest. Really? Okay, let's open the safe. I think I've exhausted everything else. Something is holding the lid closed. There's a small dial mounted on the front. Something is holding the lid closed. How do I use the dial, though? No, I understand that. This window is painted shut. Okay, I guess we'll go to the other room now. I keep expecting to see something in the mirror now. There are pieces of a torn up photo here. Okay, sure. Okay, no. Yeah, here, got it. Pretty easy. Didn't really tear it up that well. I mean... It's an old photo of two men on a ship. James Lowry and Harris Bullard, USS Essex, 1943. Everything in the drawers has been packed up already. Oh, okay. Well. Okay. Oh, there's the safe. Sorry. For some reason I thought that the other thing was... Hello there! Shit! With this exorcist bullcrap? What do you think you're doing? The fireplace is full of logs. What is it? Jeez, dude. It's a plate with a circular dial. Oh, this is to open the trunk. Oh, okay. A pile of wood for the fireplace. Thanks. Anything in the bucket? Anything on top of the mantle? No? This is knocked over. Someone knocked over this lamp. No useful evidence here, just boxes of clothes. Oh.
Bill told me to cover Bullard's death, but he's just looking for gossip about the young assistant. But I took it seriously, did the research, followed every lead, like a real journalist would. It paid off. I found something everybody else missed. A note, a half-thought, scribbled in the margins of the coroner's draft report. It read, "Hypothermia in summer?"
How could everyone else miss that? I died of hypothermia. I don't know. I mean, the elderly do die of hypothermia kind of year-round, right? The bedside table has been emptied already. Okay. I don't really know that much about it, so... I heard something. Bullard's bed. Everything is boxed up and ready to move out. You never got the chance to, though, huh? Okay, found something here. Harris Bullard, I am woodcutter. I know your secret. James Lowry sends his regards. This woodcutter character is my prime suspect. I bet his blackmail scheme went south, so he killed Bullard. So this guy... Oh, sorry, not that guy. Whoever was in the photo with him on the ship. James Lowry. This room is like a tomb. The air is so stale I can barely breathe. H. Bullard, daily log. We did a test run of the ideafocal lenses today. At first we did not know how to interpret the results, but now I believe they are working better than we had anticipated. Instead of an unfiltered stream of sensory information, what we are seeing is subconscious memory. The lenses distort in response to visual stimuli that the wearer has some knowledge of. They can see what my conscious mind cannot. Josie proposed that what we are really doing is mining dreams. Dreams are, after all, a form of idea focus, a time when the subconscious comes forward to show us truths that we might not otherwise recognize. What we are striving for is unrestricted access to dream thought. Jeez. As a control mnemonic, the mask works pretty well. I could tell that Josie was dubious at first, but now she understands. Subconscious thought is potentially dangerous to the subject. We will need a physical object to enable the mind to compartmentalize, providing the wearer with some degree of cognitive protection. A permanent augmentation will require a much larger apparatus. We will need some other kind of focused mnemonic to help the brain control the deluge of dream information it will receive. Something large and ubiquitous. The moon, perhaps. The lenses in this weird mask, dream thought? The moon? Very strange. Okay, hi there. Here's the safe, but it's locked. Who's woodcutter? Find the safe upstairs. Find the safe combination. No wonder the air is stale. This window is only open a crack. I feel like that's important. Because the other one, the window was painted shut. Okay, so now we've got the knob. Let's go, let's go to the, trunk. No, I understand that. Okay, I gotta use it. Okay. It's one of these puzzles. I did one of these in Tormentum. Fun. Okay, that seems right. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. It's a small wooden knob. For what? Is it that door downstairs? Looks like Josie's stuff. Linens, books. Where's the research? Oh, this is the trunk. I have to keep reminding myself. It's not the safe, it's the trunk. Is that an Agatha Christie novel? It looks like it. Is that it? Okay, let's open up the mask. No, there's nothing interesting there. It's too bad. Alright, I think this knob opens that door downstairs, so let's go ahead and go down. Hi! Hi! Hello! Hi! Go! I don't know! In there! The fuck? Is there a hiding mechanic? Wait, what? There's more than one. Oh, no! What? Dead end? Ending S, ending A. I got ending D. Well, that is unacceptable, and we are going to continue. Okay, so, do I have... Okay, I have the knob. Okay, you asshole. I think I know what I have to do. I think I have to go out the window over here. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Go to the window. Please, please, please. This one's open a crack. The window. Go out. Wow, good job. Where are we? What are we doing? What? Hello there. What is this place? I can't bring out my mask, so we're just gonna have to deal with it. What is going on here? That's a good question. I don't understand. Huh. Hi. Hello. You could probably stand to be a little less creepy, huh? The man in the raincoat. Was that woodcutter? Well, this axe is stuck so deep in the ground that I can't get it out with one arm. Well, this is an appropriate place. Does it say leave? I won't be scared off that easily. It's like he's got a little thematic here. He cut down a tree before he came in. That's what he was doing out here. So this is padlocked. I must have hit my head. Oh, okay, when I fell out the window. Gotcha. Did I go back in? I'm not leaving until I figure out what's going on. That's the spirit. Okay. Ooh, found something. Chapter 4, The Subconscious Mind. The human brain is, at some level, not unlike the pot that produces my coffee every morning. The water I pour into it is infused with the qualities of the roasted bean. The grounds themselves do not pass through the filter, but the liquid that collects in the carafe, I never know how to pronounce that, is no longer simply water. It has been permanently altered. Every part of my body is a sensitive instrument. My skin, my eyes, my muscles, my tongue. If I am a coffee pot, this stream of physiological information is the water, and my conscious mind is the coffee and the carafe. And the sieve, the filter that makes the drink palatable, is the subconscious mind. I think you're thinking about this a little too much, maybe. I don't think it's really that difficult. What's that? That's a bloody handprint. Let's look over here real quick. There's a weight, like a scale over here. Thank you. Enlightening information. Dr. Bullard, I followed your instructions to calibrate the Tempest Prognosticator. Your concern was correct. The balls must be placed from heaviest to lightest to produce accurate results. The actual weight depends on the leech used, so I have to recalibrate every time we want to take a reading. Also note that recalibration is required if the battery in the base dies. However, the device works as intended. Once the model is aligned precisely with the moon, it may then be used to start the lunar dream apparatus safely. Josie. Bullard's research is crucial to this story. I wonder if I can get this thing working. Oh, hopefully. You know, I don't think we should have too much problems. Too much problems. What am I talking about? It's really early in the morning right now. That's my excuse. The door is stuck. There are electronics inside and it looks like a battery. Oh, they just leave pages lying around everywhere here. H. Bullard, Daily Log, June 11th, 1965. Using the moon as a trigger for the lunar dream apparatus has its problems. The moon must be full, or clearly so. The night must be clear, and the process must be started at a very specific time to ensure that the moon is visible from inside the chamber. Josie's been following weather reports and using lunar charts to try to predict days for ideal test conditions, but it's an error-prone process. The data we get back from the Weather Service just isn't precise enough. Today, I hit upon the solution. Well, build our own weather device. In fact, we can base it upon an exceedingly accurate design from a century ago, the Tempest Prognosticator. I'll have to make some modifications for our purposes, of course. I'm sure that with some tuning, we can build a device that responds exactly to our weather needs. Then we'll need to get some leeches. Oh yeah, just that minor hiccup. Built a strange device to track the phases of the moon. Right. Okay. I want to go over there because there's a red handprint, so I think our main character is going to talk a little bit. Maybe I am Bullard.
Marguerite Higgins is my hero. She won a Pulitzer for her reporting in Korea. I went to college because of her. She goes to war zones, marches with the troops. Nothing scares her, and she gets the story. Marguerite Higgins doesn't run from a juicy story just because her life is in danger. Neither will I.
Why do you sound like text-to-speech? I know it's not, but it sounds kind of like it. November 15th, 1960. Dear Harris, I read in the paper today that you received a special award from the college for groundbreaking research. I am writing to wish you my sincere congratulations. I've said some things that I regret, but today I wish only to extend good wishes to you and to your future endeavors. Who's it from? Who's it from? Do you know the scene in North by Northwest when Cary Grant disrupts an art auction? Yes, actually. Wow. He makes nonsensical bids until the police are called to haul him away. I saw it last summer at the cinema we used to drive to in Logan. It was lonely to go alone, but that scene made me smile. My life feels like that sometimes. I poke my head up and say something crazy every now and then, just on the off chance that somebody will take me away from all this. I'm no Cary Grant. I'm afraid. I would like to hear from you. Please write me back. Sincerely, Cynthia, his ex-wife. Huh. She Mrs. Bullard? Wow. Ice Queen over there? Really? She seems like she would talk like the Dowager from Downton Abbey. Oh, yes. What? Who is playing that? Who was there? Somebody playing a freaking trick on me?
Dad took me to Wichita once before he died. We drove for 4 hours to get there, ate hamburgers, and watched a movie. Then we went home. He never explained, just told me to get in the car. I guess he knew he was going to die.
Well, that's depressing. Okay. Let's look around some more. Hey! Found something else to read! H. Bullard, Daily Log. Cynthia called me today. She sounded drunk. Sometimes I think she calls just to get a rise out of me. I maintained my calm this time, declined her invitation to meet, and told her in no uncertain terms that if she was looking for money, she had best look elsewhere. And now, I'm going to go get drunk myself. Graham came by my office this morning. He had a strange-looking envelope. It was addressed to me, but had been pushed under his door. It bore no return address, just the single word, woodcutter. I had to run to class and haven't had a chance to open it yet, but something about it makes me uncomfortable. I hope it's not another love letter from a student. Graham is a weasel. He's never stepped foot in the lab or run an experiment, but he makes it sound like he's the brains behind the whole program. Without me, he'd be a washed-up theorist with nothing to his name. Wants nothing to do with Cynthia. Thinks little of Wellington. Okay. Let's check out this. This reminds me of White Knight a little bit, like the way the game moves. National recognition for local college. The National Academy of Sciences announced its annual picks for leaders in science academia on Wednesday. Among the recipients of this prestigious award was our own Oakley College in Logan. The college won recognition for a controversial research paper published by the school's small neuroscience department last year. We are very proud to have our work recognized in this way, said Dr. Graham Wellington, chair of Oakley's Brain Studies program. We are a very small program focused on areas of research that the big schools ignore. We applaud the Academy of Sciences for giving us the chance to prove ourselves. The award-winning paper, authored by Wellington and Dr. Harris Bullard, was written in 1962 but only published last year. Titled Accessing Subconscious Waves Through Twisted Pair Electroencephalography, the highly technical paper caused some controversy in the neuroscience community and was ridiculed by many experts in the field. The paper was the source of some local tumult as well. This paper was written entirely by Dr. Bullard, said one Oakley student who did not wish to give his name. Wellington just put his name on it and took all the credit. Bullard, who retired from the school last year, could not be reached for comment. Claimed credit for a research paper that Bullard wrote. I like this guy. Sheet music is scattered all over the floor. Was Bullard a musician? I didn't know that. Work order. Okay, this is ordered by Cynthia. 20 hours, 3 workers, packing labor. What? Did Cynthia pack up his stuff? Client wishes to keep large items, piano, unpacked for sale at auction. Do not pack contents of guest bedroom, second floor left side, not owned by client. So Josie's room. Client is still looking for key to first floor study. Will provide by 9/26. All expensive looking items are to be packed separately for immediate sale? Wow, so she's really into the money, I guess. Didn't waste any time. A portrait of Bullard. Feels like he's looking at me. Well. Oh! Nice touch. Wow. He's dead. Hi! Is there something over there? Wait. Something over here. Look, 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 look. There are some loose floorboards here. There's also something over here. Like, what's the... He was looking over there. Come on. We can't go over there. Some loose floorboards, eh? Do we have anything for that? We just have a knob and a mask, which I'm gonna put this on again. Okay. He's staring at the corner. I don't know what sort of hint that is. If any. Okay, it looks like there's something maybe in the fireplace, too. The hearth is covered in ash. Is there something written here? We probably need to brush it away with something. A fireplace poker. Actually, so this, we could probably use this to kind of crowbar up the floorboards. Come on. Right? If I can get this poker wedged under the board, maybe I can pry it up. There's a hidden space under the floorboards. Like I'm gonna know the combination. Whoa! They're not numbers. It's not numeric. There's a circle. There's like air current, a star, and a square. We'll come back to this. Some sort of lockbox. There's a combination lock on it. We'll come back to that. At least we got it out. So now I know if I see those symbols, what we need to do with it. Actually, let's put on the mask in here. See if we can get any clues. Okay, yeah, I've seen that. That's where the compartment is. Right, yeah, got it. He was looking in this corner in the other room, so it made me think that maybe... No. Okay, let's go through this door. Let's go.